In my 35 years working with aging populations, I've learned one simple truth. Not all fruits are created equal, especially when it comes to senior health. Some fruits nourish the body and sharpen the mind. Others, surprisingly, may silently sabotage your medications and metabolism. That's how I often open my conversations with older patients, and it never fails to catch their attention. Because while most people think all fruits are healthy, after over 40 years as a physician, I can confidently tell you, not all fruits are created equal. Some heal, some harm, and others? Well, they quietly walk the line between the two. I remember Evelyn, 74, a retired schoolteacher who came to my office with a grocery bag full of fruits and a folder full of lab results. "I eat fruit every day," she said. I thought I was doing everything right. She had high cholesterol, occasional confusion, borderline diabetes, and trouble sleeping. She ate bananas, grapes, dried cranberries, apples, and yet her symptoms kept getting worse. That day, I sat her down and gently said, "Evelyn, it's not just about eating fruit. It's about eating the right ones and avoiding the wrong ones." As we age, our bodies don't respond the same way they used to. Our digestion slows down, inflammation creeps in, our memory flickers like a dimming light bulb. But what most people don't realize is that nature has already given us a handful of humble fruits that act like medicine, if we only knew how to use them. This isn't a list pulled from a trendy blog or a social media feed. These are fruits I've seen transform the lives of real people in my practice. From frail veterans to widowed grandmothers to once skeptical grandpas. In this part, I want to walk you through 4 fruits that don't just feed your body, they help restore it. Let's begin with one you might not even think of as a fruit: avocados. Yes, it's technically a fruit, and in my opinion, one of the most medicinal ones available. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that actually lowers bad cholesterol, LDL, and raises the good kind, HDL. Half an avocado gives you more potassium than a banana, nearly 975 milligrams, which is critical for managing blood pressure and muscle function. But the real magic? The healthy fats in avocados help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Vitamins that many older adults are deficient in. Especially those taking certain medications. When I had Evelyn add just half an avocado to her breakfast, along with a few eggs and sautéed spinach, her cholesterol dropped 20 points in 2 months. She started sleeping better, her joints felt looser, and she said, "I feel like my brain has more oil in it, like the rust is gone." Avocados are soft, creamy, and gentle on aging teeth and stomachs. And unlike some fruits that spike your blood sugar, avocados keep it stable and steady. Nature's butter, I call it, and no, you don't have to eat a whole one. Just a few slices a day can work wonders. Next up is a fruit that's probably sitting in your kitchen right now, quietly waiting for you to notice it again: the humble apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, an old saying. Sure, but one I've seen come to life in my practice more times than I can count. Apples contain a special kind of soluble fiber called pectin, which feeds the good bacteria in your gut. And a healthy gut, especially in older adults, isn't just about digestion, it's about mental clarity, stable mood, better immunity, and even less inflammation throughout the body. Frank, a 79-year-old veteran and former truck driver, came to me with chronic constipation and cholesterol through the roof. I didn't start him on drugs. I just told him, eat 1 apple a day. Peel on, with a few walnuts. 3 months later, Frank wasn't just regular, his LDL had dropped 15 points. And he looked at me, smiled, and said, "Doc, I remembered my daughter's birthday this year, for the first time in a decade." That's no coincidence. Apples do more than fill a lunchbox. They gently cleanse your gut, balance blood sugar, and feed your brain from the inside out. Now let me introduce you to a fruit that looks like a jewel and works like one. 2. The pomegranate. This ruby red fruit is packed with compounds like punicalagin and punicic acid, which are some of the most powerful antioxidants known to science, stronger than green tea or red wine. Studies show that just 2 ounces of pure pomegranate juice a day can significantly lower systolic blood pressure in older adults. But what's more exciting is its impact on memory. I had a patient named Janet, 82, who had started forgetting names, first her neighbors, then her grandkids. She wasn't ready for medication. So I started her on what I call a memory menu, and at the heart of it was pomegranate. Just a few tablespoons of pure juice in the morning, or a small bowl of fresh seeds sprinkled over oatmeal. Within weeks, her mental fog began to lift. One day she called me, teary-eyed. I remembered my granddaughter's name all by myself. That's the kind of moment that no pill can buy. Pomegranates work deep in your bloodstream and your brain. And yes, they're a bit messy, but worth every drop. Last but not least are the berries: blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries. If I had to name one group of fruits that belong in every senior's diet, it would be berries. They are the brain's best friend. Rich in anthocyanins, berries protect aging brain cells by crossing the blood-brain barrier, something most nutrients can't do. Multiple studies, including one from Tufts University, show that just half a cup of blueberries a day can improve memory and coordination in adults over 65. Not to mention, they're low in sugar and high in fiber, making them safe for people with diabetes. During a clinical study we conducted at the University of Wisconsin, we gave older adults frozen wild blueberries every morning for 3 months. By the end, they not only scored higher on memory tests, they walked more confidently and even reported fewer mood swings. One participant, Bill, 70, told me, "I used to forget what I came into the room for. Now I remember why I came, and even where I put my glasses." That's real-life cognitive recovery, from a fruit no bigger than your thumb. Berries are easy to add to your daily life. Sprinkle them on yogurt. Blend them into smoothies, or eat them as a snack instead of cookies or crackers. And they freeze beautifully, meaning you can always keep a stash on hand without worrying about spoilage. I recommend buying organic if you can, since berries are thin-skinned and tend to absorb pesticides. But even conventional ones are better than none. So what's the takeaway here? It's not about jumping on a trend or trying the newest superfruit from some far-off land. It's about getting back to the basics, choosing the right fruits. The ones your body knows how to process. The ones that work with your systems, not against them. If you're over 60, think of fruit as your daily dose of nature's medicine. But you must choose wisely. Start with these: avocados for heart, brain, and joint health, apples for gut balance and cholesterol, pomegranates for memory and blood pressure, berries for cognitive sharpness and stable blood sugar. Each one offers a different kind of healing, and together, they can form a simple, delicious shield against many of the challenges that come with aging. I always say, eat fruit like a doctor, deliberately, regularly, and with purpose. You don't need more medications to feel younger. You just need the right fruits on your plate. Part 2. The fruits that harm. Let me ask you something. Have you ever reached for a bowl of grapes or dried fruits thinking you're doing something good for your body? I mean, fruit is fruit, right? It's got to be healthy. Well, not so fast. As someone who's spent decades researching nutrition and working closely with seniors, I've come to realize that not all fruits are created equal. In fact, some of them might be quietly doing more harm than good, especially for older adults. So, let me walk you through this. Let's start with grapes. Oh, those innocent-looking, bite-sized treats. They're sweet, juicy, and easy to snack on. But here's what most people don't know. Grapes are packed with fast-absorbing sugars. Just 1 cup contains about 23 grams of sugar with almost no fiber to slow it down. That's like drinking a glass of soda in disguise. And if you're already dealing with blood sugar concerns, or even if you're not, those little spikes add up over time. I remember one patient of mine, Margaret, lovely woman, in her late 70s, used to bring grapes to her church knitting group every Wednesday. When we first met, she was struggling with her energy levels and had frequent dizzy spells. Her blood sugar was like a roller coaster. When I looked at her diet, those grapes were popping up every day, sometimes even twice. We swapped them out for berries and some healthy fats like a handful of almonds. And within weeks, her energy stabilized. She still knits every Wednesday, just without the sugar crashes. Then we have dried fruits. Now I get it, dried apricots, raisins, figs. They seem like a compact powerhouse of nutrients. But think again. Drying fruit removes water and concentrates sugar. A small handful of raisins has more sugar than a candy bar. Not only that, many commercial dried fruits are treated with sulfites to preserve their color. For some older folks, those sulfites can trigger headaches or even respiratory issues. I had another patient, Bob, who thought he had developed asthma late in life. Turned out, he was just snacking on dried mangoes every afternoon. We cut them out, and his wheezing disappeared. Unripe bananas are next on our list. This one surprises a lot of people. Bananas are known for being gentle and easy on the stomach, right? Well, when they're still green, they contain a type of resistant starch that's much harder to digest. It ferments in the gut and can cause bloating and discomfort, something that seniors, whose digestive systems are already more sensitive, should really avoid. Plus, unripe bananas don't provide the same level of antioxidants as fully ripe ones. A ripe banana has that sweet aroma and yellow color for a reason. It's nutritionally more beneficial at that stage. And now, the biggest shocker of them all, grapefruit. Yes, the diet food darling from decades past. It's tart, low in calories, and loaded with vitamin C, but here's the problem. Grapefruit contains compounds called furanocoumarins. These interfere with an important enzyme in the intestines known as CYP3A4. That enzyme is responsible for breaking down nearly 85 types of medications. Without it functioning properly, even a regular dose of your medication can act like an overdose. I'm talking blood pressure meds, statins, anxiety pills, you name it. I'll never forget Carol. She was a retired teacher, 82 years old, sharp as a tack, but 1 week, she ended up in the ER with dangerously low blood pressure. The culprit? A single grapefruit every morning with her medication. Her doctor had warned her years ago. But she figured one small fruit couldn't hurt. It nearly cost her her life. Now, I'm not saying you should fear fruit. But at our age, we've got to be smarter about what we put in our bodies. Our systems change, our tolerance for sugar, digestion, and medication interactions, they're not what they were when we were 30. That's why we need to be intentional. Instead of reaching for high sugar or reactive fruits, try options like blueberries, apples, or even a few slices of avocado. Pair them with some protein or healthy fat to slow down sugar absorption. Read labels on dried fruits. And when in doubt, go fresh and ripe. Let me leave you with this. Food is powerful. It can heal or harm. But the more you know, the more you can make choices that support the life you want to live, one that's full of energy, clarity, and strength. And that, my friend, starts with what's on your plate every day. Choose wisely, and your body will thank you. Part 3. Smarter fruit choices for seniors. As we age, our bodies begin to change, and so do our nutritional needs. While fruit is an essential part of a healthy diet, not all fruits are created equal when it comes to meeting the specific health needs of seniors. That's why, as we look at smarter fruit choices, we need to pay attention to both the benefits and potential drawbacks of certain fruits. But don't worry, I'm here to guide you through it in a way that makes sense, with a few personal stories along the way to help illustrate just how powerful a smart fruit choice can be. 1. The importance of balancing nutrients. For seniors, the importance of maintaining a balanced diet cannot be overstated. Not just any fruit will do, it needs to serve a purpose. We're looking for fruits that support heart health, help regulate blood sugar, and provide a good dose of vitamins and minerals. Let me explain how choosing the right fruit can work wonders for your health. Example story. Let me tell you about my dear friend, Helen. Helen is in her mid-70s. And like many seniors, she has had her fair share of health issues over the years. A few months ago, she started noticing her energy levels were dropping, and her blood sugar levels were all over the place. After speaking to her doctor, she realized that her fruit choices, like dried fruits and tropical fruits with higher sugar content, were causing those sugar spikes. But when she made the switch to low glycemic fruits like berries and apples, her blood sugar stabilized, and she felt much more energetic. It wasn't magic, just smart fruit choices that made all the difference. 2. Low glycemic fruits for blood sugar control. For seniors, managing blood sugar is one of the top priorities, especially for those at risk of diabetes. High sugar fruits can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, leading to energy crashes and long-term complications. That's why low glycemic fruits are often a better choice. Best fruits for blood sugar control. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. These fruits are packed with antioxidants and fiber. which not only help lower blood sugar levels but also protect against cognitive decline. They're an excellent choice for seniors looking to keep their blood sugar in check. Apples. Apples are another great choice. They contain soluble fiber that helps slow down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream, keeping blood sugar levels steady. Plus, the phytonutrients in apples support heart health and lower inflammation. Example story. Let's talk about Jack, a retired school teacher who had always enjoyed his morning orange juice. However, as he got older, he began to notice his blood sugar levels creeping up when he switched to eating an apple in the morning instead of drinking juice. He not only felt fuller longer but also saw his blood sugar levels stabilize. The fiber in the apple made a big difference in keeping his energy levels more balanced throughout the day. 3. Heart-healthy fruits for cardiovascular health. Heart disease is one of the leading health concerns for seniors. But with the right choices, we can support our heart health and even prevent further complications. Certain fruits are especially good at providing the nutrients needed to support a healthy heart. Best heart-healthy fruits. Pomegranates. Pomegranates are rich in antioxidants, particularly punicic acid, which has been shown to reduce inflammation and lower blood pressure. They can also improve cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease. Avocados. Avocados are an excellent source of monounsaturated fats, which are great for lowering LDL, bad cholesterol, and increasing HDL, good cholesterol. Plus, they contain potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure. Example story. My Aunt Martha, a spry 82-year-old, always had trouble with her cholesterol levels. Her doctor advised her to eat more heart-healthy fruits like pomegranates and avocados. After a few months of consistently adding these fruits to her diet, her cholesterol improved significantly, and her doctor was amazed at how well her heart was doing. 4. Hydration and digestive health. Did you know that hydration plays a big role in digestion, especially as we get older? Many fruits contain high amounts of water, which can help keep you hydrated and support digestion. For seniors who struggle with digestion issues or dehydration, these fruits can be particularly helpful. Best fruits for hydration and digestion. Cucumbers. While technically a vegetable, cucumbers are often considered a fruit. They have a high water content and are great for keeping you hydrated, especially during hot months. Watermelon. Another hydrating fruit that's low in calories and high in water content, making it perfect for digestion. Plus, watermelon contains lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that promotes heart health. Example story. I remember working with a client named Betty, who struggled with constipation for years. After incorporating more hydrating fruits like watermelon and cucumbers into her diet, she noticed significant improvement in her digestion. Not only did she feel less bloated, but she also felt more energized throughout the day. 5. Smart fruit pairings for maximum benefits. Sometimes, the benefits of fruits can be enhanced when they are paired with other foods. Pairing fruits with proteins or healthy fats can help slow down sugar absorption and provide longer-lasting energy. A simple example is pairing an apple with a handful of almonds or a few slices of avocado on whole grain toast. Example story. One of my friends, Larry, always loved his smoothies, but he didn't realize that mixing fruits like bananas with sugary yogurt wasn't the healthiest option for his blood sugar. After switching to a smoothie with mixed berries, some spinach, a scoop of protein powder, and a dash of almond milk, he felt much fuller and had steady energy throughout the morning. 6. The importance of moderation. While fruit is undeniably healthy, moderation is key. For seniors, it's essential to understand that too much of even the healthiest fruit can cause issues like blood sugar spikes or digestive discomfort. The trick is to eat a variety of fruits in moderation while balancing them with proteins, fats, and plenty of fiber. Example story. Take my friend Doris, who loves fruit, sometimes a bit too much. While she was on track with the right choices, she started eating more fruit than her body could handle. After noticing bloating and digestive issues, she learned that moderation is key. She now enjoys her favorite fruits in moderation and pairs them with lean protein and whole grains, which helps her stay healthy and energized. Conclusion. Making smarter fruit choices is a simple yet powerful way for seniors to improve their health. By selecting low glycemic fruits, heart-healthy options, and hydrating fruits, we can provide our bodies with the right nutrients, support digestion, and promote overall well-being. The key is to make choices that are tailored to your specific health needs. And don't forget that moderation is your friend. With just a few simple changes, you'll be on your way to feeling better and enjoying the natural sweetness that fruit has to offer. Remember, it's never too late to start making healthier choices. And when it comes to fruit, the right choices can make all the difference. Conclusion: as we wrap up today's video, I hope you've learned a lot about the power of making smarter fruit choices for your health. It's amazing how something as simple as the fruits we choose can have such a profound impact on our overall well-being. I've seen firsthand how small, thoughtful changes, like swapping high-sugar fruits for berries or adding avocados to your diet, can make a world of difference. Especially for seniors looking to keep their health on track. Personally, I believe that the key to aging gracefully lies not just in the fruits we eat, but in how we approach our health as a whole. It's about balance, moderation, and always being open to learning more as we age. So, take these tips, start experimenting with your fruit choices, and see how they make you feel. You deserve to feel your best, no matter your age. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What fruits do you eat daily? And how have they affected your health? Are there any that you swear by or that have worked wonders for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I always enjoy hearing your stories and experiences. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more tips and advice coming your way. And I'd love for you to be a part of this community as we continue on this journey to better health. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.